Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
You can't block me. You can't block me.
12, fellas, here we go.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Strip that ball. 26 Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at the 3.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Here we go. 180! Yeah.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
11.
Trap 31.
Hey, alert!
No.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself, because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
Rudolph looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Coleman now. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Check.
They find some open field here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
We go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw it, and that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Line 50, line 50.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
X3, 218, chop it.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal on 23-yard.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And how about this? It's complete. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left side. And got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give running right is counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Cotter here on 1st. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 95 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
15, Lonnie. 15 line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rudolph. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Hey, orbit. Get down.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Tighten up.
1, Omaha.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get this. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch. Watch the shift.
Hey, gun. 21.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Here we go. 120.
He wasn't ready.
Flag.
Brings up
Stick.
at the 9-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. No chance.
On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Gold for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 56.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's counter. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Chef. Slam.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
He's coming. We got double up. 80 weapon.
Going for it. It's Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Let's go now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I got one. Check 9. Hey, alert 3.
Ready.
On the run is counter. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Set, go.
Right there. 54, right there.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
Go. It's running.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54.
I'm trying to collect.
You're out.
Check 49. Check
Now.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
that's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Niners 63, Steelers 21.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Garoppolo now. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Bend it.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 15 yards on the play, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
98 for Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Two.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the
Ready? 18 gator.
third down.
Come on, D.
Go.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
3 down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
90 Wolf.
Check.
Rudolph going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here we go on fourth, Rudolph. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This one fielded at the 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third and 14.
The Steelers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much.